All right. Hey, Tracy, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Something was wrong with my computer, so I had to come in. I had to get in here through the back door. So I was afraid stuff was going to be wrong, but it is 12 o'clock. So we should go on the record with proceeding number 24C-0406-INS. I'm Minister of Law Judge Robert Garvey. Today is the 9th of October at approximately 12 p.m. And this proceeding is the Commission's bi-weekly show cause insurance. And so I'll start with appearances, and I only got one appearance to make, so let's hear it, Mr. Larson.
Good morning, or I guess good afternoon, Your Honor. Justin Larson with the Colorado Department of Law, appearing on behalf of PUC staff. With me, as always, is Marquita Riley, staff witness for today.
All right. Good afternoon, Mr. Larson, and as always, good afternoon, Ms. Riley. Mr. Larson, you may call witness. Sorry, I jumped on you there.
No problem. Staff calls Marquita Riley.
All right, Ms. Riley, do me a favor, raise your right hand. You swear affirm, tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury.
Yes.
All righty, go right ahead, sir.
Good afternoon, Ms. Riley. Can you please state and spell your name for the record?
Marquita Riley, MarquitaRey.
Who is your current employer?
The Public Utilities Commission.
And what's your job title with the commission?
I'm the program assistant for the transportation unit.
Can you describe your role in today's proceeding?
Yes, I review the commission records and coordinate with staff for these proceedings against motor carriers that do not have current effective levels of financial responsibility on file with the commission.
And do the statutes and commission rules require motor carriers to file evidence of financial responsibility with the commission?
Yes.
Can you tell us which ones?
Per Rule 6008 requires that motor carriers maintain and file evidence of financial responsibility with the commission.
What needs to be provided to the commission to show financial responsibility?
Per Rule 6008, motor carriers must electronically file certain forms. An example would be a Form E as evidence of financial responsibility.
How long does this evidence of financial responsibility remain in effect?
Per Rule 6008 requires that each insurance company give the commission a 30-day advance written notice when insurance is not being renewed or if it's being canceled.
When the PUC receives a notification of cancellation or non-renewal, what's the next step?
I then will compile a list. I will then compile a list by the commission's, let me start over. I will then compile a list of the motor carriers that we do not have current effective levels of financial responsibility on file with the commission.
Thank you. And can we please pull up Exhibit 1 from staff's box, please? Thank you. And before we get to that, Ms. Riley, were the exhibits for today's hearing provided to all of the respondents?
Yes, they were.
Now, looking at this Exhibit 1 on the screen, can you describe what this document is?
Yes, this is the initial hearing cycle listing that contains the names of the respondents that the commission received notice that their financial responsibility was going to expire.
Who prepared this list?
Commission staff.
How was it prepared?
We used the commission's Uprights database to compile the list.
When did staff prepare this list?
This was prepared on September 23rd, 2024.
And can you describe where the date appears on the exhibit?
Yes, it's on the bottom right corner.
Does the commission create a hearing cycle listing like Exhibit 1 as part of its regular course of business?
Yes.
Is it the commission's practice to maintain documents like Exhibit 1 as part of its business record in the regular course of business?
Yes.
Your Honor, staff moves admission of Exhibit 1.
Exhibit 1 shall be admitted.
Now, Ms. Riley, based on the list we see up here, what action did the commission take?
The commission then sent a letter to each respondent.
Can we please pull up what's been marked as Exhibit 2 in staff's box? Thank you. Now, can you describe these documents, Ms. Riley?
These are copies of the letters sent to each respondent on today's updated list.
And what is the information the letters tell the respondents?
The letter explains that all operations under its authority may be suspended as of the date the insurance expires, unless proof of proper insurance is submitted to the commission. It also provides notice of today's hearing and advises that if proper evidence of financial responsibility is not submitted to the commission, then its authority may be permanently revoked.
When did the commission send these letters to the respondents?
On September 23rd, 2024.
Is it the commission's practice to create letters like these in the regular course of business?
Yes.
Is it the commission's practice to maintain letters like these as part of its records in the regular course of business?
Yes.
Your Honor, staff moves to admit Exhibit 2.
Exhibit 2 shall be admitted.
Okay, we can go ahead and take that one down. Ms. Riley, does the commission require motor carriers to establish and maintain a designated agent?
Yes. Court Rule 6006 requires that the motor carriers establish and maintain a designated agent.
And were these notice letters in Exhibit 2 sent to the addresses of the designated agents for each respondent on file with the commission?
Yes.
How did the commission serve these letters?
Through first-class postal mail.
Thank you. Now, can we please pull up what's been pre-marked as Exhibit 3 in staff's box? Thank you. Can you describe this document, Ms. Riley?
Yes. This is the attachment sent to each respondent. It contains information on how to participate in today's video conference hearing.
And when was this attachment sent to the respondents?
It was sent with the attachment, the notice letter in Exhibit 2 on September 23rd, 2024.
Is it the commission's standard practice to include this attachment with the notification letters to the respondents when it holds an electronic hearing?
Yes.
Did the commission create this attachment in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Is it the commission's practice to maintain attachments like Exhibit 3 in the regular course of business?
Yes.
Your Honor, staff moves to admit Exhibit 3.
Exhibit 3 shall be admitted.
And let's go ahead and pull up what's been pre-marked as Exhibit 4 in staff's box. Thank you. Can you describe this document, Ms. Riley?
Yes, this is the certificate of service for the attachment and the notice letter sent to each respondent.
Did the commission create this certificate in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Is it the commission's practice to maintain certificates like this in the regular course of business?
Yes.
Your Honor, staff moves to admit Exhibit 4.
Exhibit 4 shall be admitted.
Now, looking further at this certificate, the language says, quote, whose name and addresses appear below, end quote. And below that, it says, quote, see hearing cycle listing, end quote. Are these statements referring back to the original hearing cycle listing from Exhibit 1?
Yes.
Now, if we could just go back to Exhibit number 2, the notice letter, thank you. So this letter, Ms. Riley, informs the respondents about what happens if it can provide evidence of insurance or surety coverage before the hearing. If the commission receives evidence of insurance or surety coverage, what happens?
Then we do not proceed against that carrier and dismiss them from the hearing cycle listing.
Did staff create an updated hearing cycle listing for today's hearing?
Yes.
Can we please pull up what has been pre-marked as Exhibit 5 in staff's box? And Ms. Riley, can you describe this document?
Yes, this is the updated hearing cycle listing. It contains the names of respondents that we still do not have current effective levels of financial responsibility on file with the commission.
Did staff create this list the same way as you described for the hearing Exhibit 1?
Yes.
Who created this document?
Commission staff.
When was it created?
On October 4th, 2024.
And was this document created in the regular course of the commission's business activities?
Yes,
Is it the commission's practice to maintain the updated hearing cycle listing in Exhibit 5 as part of its records in the regular course of business?
yes.
Your Honor, staff moves it to admit Exhibit number 5.
Exhibit 5 shall be admitted.
Ms. Riley, did staff send a letter to all of the motor carriers listed in Exhibit 5?
Yes,
And do the addresses listed in hearing Exhibit 5 match the carriers' addresses in hearing Exhibit number 2?
yes.
When was the last time you checked to see if there was any change in the status of the carriers in Exhibit 5?
This morning, October 9th, 2024.
Are you aware of any pending applications, either for suspension or abandonment affecting any common or in-contract carriers listed in Exhibit 5?
We don't have any pending applications at this time.
Does staff recommend dismissing any carriers listed in Exhibit 5? And if so, can you state which ones?
Yes, we do have a few. We have Choice Moving Company, LLC, PUC number HHG-00464. Insurance was updated. Alpine Towing, LLC, PUC number T-04220. Insurance was updated for that company as well. Bailey Towing, LLC, PUC number T-03361. Insurance was updated for them as well. Big Bubba's Towing, PUC number T-05597. Insurance was updated for them. Majestic Towing, T-04143. Insurance was updated for them. And Specialized Roustabout Services, doing business as SRS, PUC number T-05557. Insurance was updated for them as well.
Thank you, Ms. Riley. And are you aware of any letters returned to the commission? And if so, did you verify that the addresses match the system?
Yes, we do have 2 return mail for this proceeding. C&B Transportation Limited Liability Company, no other address was on file for them. And then Alpine Towing LLC address was on file for them as well.
Thank you, Ms. Riley. So just a few concluding questions here. When does the decision made after this hearing become a final commission decision?
The recommended decision will become a final commission order decision 20 days after the administrative law judge issues a decision if no exceptions are filed.
And what happens if a carrier provides proper proof of insurance before the decision becomes a final order?
Then the recommended decision will not be enforced against that respondent.
Can you just state staff's overall recommendation for today?
Yes, staff recommends that the certificate of permit numbers listed on here in Exhibit 5 be revoked due to lack of financial responsibility as required by law, except for Choice Moving Company, LLC, Alpine Towing, LLC, Bailey Towing, LLC, Big Bubba's Towing, Majestic Towing, and SRS.
Thank you, Ms. Riley. I have nothing further for the witness, Your Honor, and staff rests.
All right. Hey, Ms. Riley, I'm not going to have you say them all again, but there's 6 of them, right?
There is, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's correct, 6.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I got them all, but I just had to double check instead of going through them all. If I got 6, you got 6.
Yes,
I think
sir.
we're good. All right. All right. Pretty easy. I don't have to ask you whether you're going to be nice to people today, so you don't have to do that. So if there's nothing further from staff, we'll be in adjournment. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Marquita.
Bye.